What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jurisco coming at you guys with another video, boys. And today, fellas, we're going to be doing our Madden 23 The Yard wish list. Yes, fellas, you heard me right. We're going to be talking about 5 things that EA needs to add to Madden 23 for The Yard to be a success and for it to, really take off. So let's go and hop into it. Now, if you guys have not already, make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe, fellas. Doing those 3 things goes a long way, and I would highly appreciate it. It just helped me out a lot. You feel me? So go ahead and take care of that. And also, make sure you turn on that bell notification so you guys don't miss anything Madden 22. Alright, guys, now before we do hop into Madden 23 wish list, I want to go ahead and show you guys our wish list from last year. We made about 3 videos where, we were saying, we want this in Madden 22, we want this in Madden 22, and this was the last video we did make. And, this was just our final thoughts going into Madden 22. This was 13 things that I did want going into the, the new year, basically. And they honestly, they listened to a lot of our feedback. They watched all of my videos and they listened to a lot of it, because if you see right here, you see the first thing on the list was a competitive mode. They added the ranked mode, so that was a huge W. Now, was it the best ranked mode? No, but at the same time, they did add it nonetheless, which means that, they were listening. And then at number 3, it says add abilities and new prototypes throughout the year. They didn't really need to do that because they added a bunch of new builds into the game, at release. So that was basically a dub because they added a bunch of new abilities and, new classes. So that basically got taken care of. Number 4, the better venue rewards and stuff like that. We got that with the campaign mode that they did add, which was a W. And then number 5, different ways to level up and earn cred. They added a bunch of ways to earn cred this year, a bunch of ways, and it's actually really easy to earn cred really this year. So that was a W at number 5. And it also was at number 8, add more mud rewards. They added a lot of stuff between mud and yard that kind of like connects this year, to where if you play yard, you're gonna get stuff in mud too. They added a bunch of ways to do that, so that was a W too. And also we got more limited time events and gear. They added a bunch of new limited time events this year, more than Madden 21. So they kind of hit up on this, but we would like to see more of that, of course. And then 11, stat tracking. We got stat tracking with the ranked mode, and then overall based ratings, which was a huge W. I'm so glad they added that into Madden 22. They did hit on that too, and also with more venues. But the thing was, the venues didn't get added to the online, so that's the only thing with that one. But like I said, they did do the overall base rating. So for the most part, EA, they hit on a lot of stuff. They hit on a lot of stuff that we did want to see going into Madden 22. So overall, it was a good year. I'm not gonna lie, overall it was a good year. And also with my Madden 23 wish list, it's gonna be realistic stuff. It's gonna be stuff that I can see them actually adding and stuff like that. Also, I know you guys are wondering why we're doing this wish list so early. We still got a couple months left of the game and stuff like that. So I know you guys are gonna ask me that. The reason why we are doing this wish list early in December is because we want them to see it. We want them to see this before they start working on the next game and stuff like that. We want to get this feedback out there. We want EA to actually see what we want, into the next game and stuff like that. And also just because I feel like they're not gonna be adding a lot more into the yard this year. They're not gonna be, adding nothing crazy. So that's why we're making this wish list now, so that when the next year comes, they already see our feedback and see what we want added into the next game. Now, boys, before we do hop into the Madden 23 wish list, there's also one last thing I want to say. There's one last thing I would like to see before Madden 22 ends. Before Madden 22 dies out, like March, April. That's usually when the game dies, right? Let's all be honest, fellas. That's usually when they stop updating the game. I would like to see them actually, do the season 2 update, the season 2 ranked update. I would like to actually see it happen, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know when this happened, fellas. We have no idea. EA probably doesn't have it. They probably don't even know. EA probably doesn't even know when it's gonna drop. So I would actually like to see when it drops. We made a bunch of videos on when we think it's gonna drop and everything, but honestly, we just don't know right now. But like I said, nonetheless, I would like to see it actually come through before Madden 22 ends, before March, April, whatever, when the game dies. I would actually like to see it happen. I would like to see the new season, and also I would like to see some like rank changes or additions. So some rank changes or additions I would like to see is maybe some touch-ups to the leaderboard. So say like on the leaderboards, we can see how many 3v3 games somebody has played, how many 2v2 games someone has played, just see their wins and losses, see all that type of stuff on the leaderboards. I think it'll make the leaderboards a lot better. And also just see stat tracking. We can see how many receiver yards we have. Also let's choose our CPUs and our bots and rank and stuff like that. I would like to see all this type of changes and additions added to the game before Madden 22 ends, because I think that's going to change the game a lot. I think those changes will help out the game a lot before it dies out and everything. Alright, boys, so now what happens to the Madden 23 the yard wish list. This is the wish list right here, fellas, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a W list. Now, if you guys do notice, there's only 5 things on this list, and the reason why we're doing that is because if you noticed on our last list, we had 13 things. 13 things that we said EA needed to fix. So guess what? guess what we're gonna do this year? We're gonna slim it down for EA. We're gonna slim it down. We're gonna make it easy for EA. EA's gonna know exactly what we want. Cause like I said, last year, you know, we had 13 things and they did like 6 out of the 13, 7 out of the 13. But, you know, in the end, it still wasn't, you know, the game that we wanted, you know, it wasn't as live as we wanted and stuff like that. So the 5 things I got on this list, it's going to make the game lit. It's going to make the game live. Everybody's gonna love playing it. It's gonna be fun and all that type of stuff. So like I said, let's go hop into the wish list. So the first thing we got is we need more transparency / communication from EA. And that, you know, low-key means when will the mode be updated and glitches fixed. So if you guys do not know, the glitches that were in the game from the release of, you know, Madden 22, when the game dropped in August, some of those glitches, well, most of them are still in the game. Still in the game. Like I said earlier, we don't know when the ranked, you know, season is dropping. We don't know when the season 2 is dropping. We don't know certain stuff about the game where I feel like we should have a communication line, you know, from someone at EA or a community, you know, manager or something like that. We should have someone who is educated on the mode and knows exactly what they're talking about, and you know, can you know, just bring a type of context or something to the mode. Because like I said, right now we don't have nobody like that. You know how 2K has, you know, 2K Park, they have, you know, Ronnie 2K or something like that. We have nothing like that for nothing. We don't have nothing like that. So hey, if EA want to hit me up and they'll bring me in as to be one of those guys, I wouldn't mind. Because like I said, we need someone who can, you know, bring some communication to the community. We have no type of communication. We could give them our feedback and everything, but they can't really tell us when stuff is coming, when stuff is gonna get fixed, you know, stuff like that. We don't get them type of updates often. It just doesn't happen often. So like I said, we definitely need this. This is the first thing. That's why it's the first thing on the list, is we need more transparency and communication. That's all. If we can get that first thing, we get this first thing from EA, it would be a beautiful thing to see. It would be beautiful because, like I said, we need this. Like just like how 2K Park has Ronnie 2K, we need that type of thing in the yard. All right, guys. Now for the number 2 thing on our Madden 23 wish list is more live events and ranked season updates. So what that basically means is we need more live events. That's what that basically means. You know how we have the Nike Saquon live event, we have the Bo Jackson live event. We need more of those. We need at least 2 of those a month. That's what I would propose, and I feel like EA could do that. Is 2 a month. It doesn't have to be nothing crazy. It don't need to be some Bo Jackson crazy extravagant, like something crazy. It could be something small, just a little live event, a little Nike live event, maybe, you know, a design or some type of collab, a little collab that they have. They need to at least do 2 a month, at least, where I feel like it would be lit and the live events would be fun. Because if you're not playing ranked, you'll be playing live events, and I think the live events should still be fun, and they should, you know, do it more often. And also with these live events, rotate the venues with these new live events, because they should also be online. I don't like how they only had one live event that's online. I don't like that. So when they do these new live events, they need to, you know, rotate the venue, of course, and then also make it online so it can be fun and be something that people can play other than ranked. That needs to be the case. It has to be the thing. And also with the ranked season updates, when Madden 23 drops, they're gonna have ranked the minute the game drops. It's not gonna be something that's delayed like how it was this year, because they're done working on it. They're done. They're gonna just move it on to next year, and then it'll be easy as that. They don't need to, you know, recreate it basically. Because in Madden 22 they delayed it all the way to October, so that's why the season like updates got kind of like messed up and everything. So when Madden 23 drops, we're gonna have ranked the minute the game drops. So I think with that being said, we should at least get 4 ranked season updates. 4 ranked season updates, and I think that would keep ranked fresh and new. And like I said, also just rotate the venues with it. So like I said, it keeps the game fresh. So the game doesn't get stale. Everybody doesn't get bored of playing on the same venue. I think that's the best way to go, because if they don't do that, it's gonna die out. It's gonna die out faster, and people are just gonna get bored of playing on the same venue. So like I said, I think rotating the venues with these live events and these ranked season updates are the best way to go, and this is what EA needs to do. Alright guys, now for number 3 on the list, fuzz. This one's gonna be really quick, is unique customization, or unique / customizable animations. And we already know what that means. We talked about this last year. We're gonna talk about it again because we need to see this in the next game. And that's basically, you know, what 2K has. Basically, you know how you can, like, you know, switch up your jump shot, switch up, you know, your crossover, switch up that type of stuff. We need this in the yard. We need it, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting tired of my quarterback punching the football or doing some, you know, long, you know, wind up animation when he shouldn't be doing it. And we should be able to customize this animation. If you guys do not know, if you guys played Madden 21, Madden Mobile, they had, you know, a yard version in there, and basically you were able to customize your celebrations and a whole bunch of stuff like that. They need to do this in the console version. It needs to happen. We gotta be able to change our jukes. That would be fire. It would be absolute fire, like I said, because it would just go a long way. It goes a long way. Let's change our throw motion. Let us change, you know, what type of aggressive catches we get. that type of stuff. Our change our celebrations, all that type of stuff would be absolutely fire, and it would just go a whole nother step with customization in the game, and it'll go a long way. All right, guys. So for the number 4 thing that we do need in Madden 23 the yard is going to be more franchise and more diverse gear, fellas. And you know what that means. We all know what that means. We don't gotta play dumb. We all know what that means, bro. We need the speed flex. We need the F7. We need the towels, the armbands, all of that in the yard. Now, is it essential? Is it essential? Is it essential? Low key, but it's not, over the gameplay. I would rather gameplay, this type of stuff over, the 1, 2, and 3. I would rather those get, fixed first. But at number 4, like I said, we need this new gear. We need the F7. We need, armbands, all this type of stuff in the yard. Because like I said, it just goes a long way with customization. It goes a long way. Everybody wants to see it. We see it in franchise, and we would just love to see it in the yard because, it's already in the game. Now, I have heard some things from EA. EA has said, it's a process with it because basically the player models are different. The player models in the yard are different from the franchise people. That's why you can't. That's why you don't see the colored visors. That's why you don't see the under hoodie and franchise stuff like that, because they're different type of player models, and they they're able to get different stuff. But I feel like in the yard they should be able to easily put that over there, because in the yard you're able to do all of that. You're able to wear colored visors and all that, so it should be easy. Now I know and I understand colored visors in franchise that would be hard to do. NFL, they don't allow that. That's a rule in the NFL where you can't wear a colored visor like that in the game. So I understand that, but we should be able to get an F7 in the yard. It should be a thing. It should be a thing, because like I said, it'll go a long way with customization, and yeah, I would love to see it. And that was for the number 5, the last thing on this wish list. Like I said, fellas, it's not gonna be something long. There's not gonna be some type of long wish list where we need EA to fix 15 things. That's not gonna be the case. This is gonna be, like I said, 5 things, and the number 5 thing you do see right here is custom settings for a player friend. EA, for the love of God, please, 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 please. If they do at least one thing, I feel like this is the easiest thing for them to do, where it would be, automatic, is this, the customized settings for, for player friend. Because, if you do regs, if you do MUT head-to-head player friend, you could customize kind of the settings and everything, and, they could kind of like go in there and customize it. But I feel like if they do it in the yard, it would be a huge W. Let us, change how many possessions we get, how many drives we get. Let us change how many people are on the field. Let us change, let us take off the bot, let us take the bots off the field. Any of that type of stuff would be a huge W, because like I said, it will go a huge way where, just having fun with the game, playing with your friends, playing against your buddies and everything. It will go a long, long, long way. And I think this is something that EA needs to do. I feel like this would be super easy for them to do, because like I said, it shouldn't take that long. They have stuff, regs and stuff like that, where you can customize the settings of the game. So I feel like this would be an easy thing for EA to do. And like I said, it will make a lot of people happy. So customized, settings is the number 5 thing. Now, if they do, at least 1 to 2 things on this list, it's gonna be a good year next year. It'll be at least be a good year. If they do everything on this list, it's a perfect year. Everything's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be a really good year next year if they do everything. Now, if they do nothing on this list, it's gonna be an L. It's gonna be a trash year. So hopefully we can at least get 1 to 2 things on this list. EA, if you're looking at this video, please, I'm begging you, please. And also let me know in the comments below what y'all want to see, on y'all wish list. What wish list would y'all, what would y'all put on y'all wish list for Madden 23 the yard? Let me know in the comments below. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos just like this one. And until next time, peace.